Hi everybody, this is the Prospect Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host. Welcome back to the Prospect Hut, where we talk about New York Mets prospects and minor leaguers. And we're going to talk about the draft, the 2023 draft, and now we're up to the 6th round in this draft. I'm doing like prospect profiles of all the players that were drafted by the Mets. This is from Amazing Avenues, great site, great fan site. With their 6th round selection in the 2023 draft, the 186th overall pick, the Mets selected Jack Wenninger, a right-handed pitcher from the University of Illinois. Now please, of course, subscribe to the Prospect Hut and like this video. Jack Wenninger's grandfather, Robert Eckel Sr., and his uncle, Robert Eckel Jr., both played baseball at the University of Wisconsin. But he elected not to follow in their steps, committed to Murray State University after graduating from Cary Grove Community High School in 2020. He appeared in 16 games for the Racers, posted a .526 ERA and 51 and 1/3 innings. While his numbers on the surface were only pedestrian, Wenninger underwent a lot of growth between his senior year of high school and the end of his freshman year, adding some muscle mass, about 5 miles per hour to his fastball, and tightening up his secondary pitches. This led him to transfer to the University of Illinois. In his first year with the Fight in Illinois, the right-hander appeared in 15 games. That summer, he pitched for the Wausau Woodchucks of the Northwoods League, posting a 2.54 ERA in 46 innings. Now, I didn't realize, going through some of these profiles, that a lot of players, they want to I guess we know that Brandon Nimmo, he grew up in Wyoming, and there wasn't any team there. You start to go through some of these players that they have a tough time finding places to play, and they will find all kinds of routes to get the experience and to get them exposed to major league teams. And this Wenninger is a good example of that. The 6'4", 15-pound Wenninger has a high waist frame, suggesting the potential of additional growth. The right-handed throws from a high 3/4 arm slot with a simple delivery that utilizes a leg kick and a long arm action through the back. He gets good extension off the mound and keeps his upper and lower halves in sync. His arm is clean, loose, and repeatable, allowing him to consistently throw strikes. His fastball sits in the low to mid-90s, so he throws pretty hard, topping out at 96 miles per hour. On average, his fastball had 18 inches of induced vertical break and 13.5 inches of horizontal movement in 23. His command of the pitch wavers during longer outings, as does its velocity, often dropping down in the low 90s after a few innings of work. His go-to off-speed offering is a changeup, which sits in the mid-80s and has measured with 3.9 inches of induced vertical break and 7.21 inches of horizontal movement. The pitch tunnels well with his fastball, and he uses it against left-handed batters and right-handed batters. It's fade getting swings and misses against both. He rounds out his repertoire with a high 70s curveball and a low 80s slider, but does not throw them either pitch much, combining to throw his fastball changeup combination almost 90% of the time. Both curveball and slider are getting me over offers, but his slider has enough depth to potentially become a fringe average offering with more usage and development. He's an interesting case. Just reading this, he's 21 years old, 22 years old. He could probably get to the big leagues fairly quickly, and I would not be surprised if the Mets put him in the bullpen. I would think, to get him focused on his two pitches, his fastball and that changeup, and have a slider as a tertiary pitch. But that is very interesting. Like I said, it's very interesting to go through some of these profiles, these reports, and finding out how many times these guys pitch for all these different teams. Just to get, like I said, get experience, get exposure, get their name out there so people take notice. And obviously the Mets took notice of him, and they drafted him 6th overall. In the 6th round, at 186th overall. So they thought he was pretty good. To give him that, the one thing I will say, and I've said that the Mets really drafted a lot of pitchers, a lot of college pitchers. And Wenninger is not any different than any other pitcher they've drafted. Uh, but the one thing, like I said, is how hard these guys work to get the attention of big league teams by pitching different places just to get their name out there. Not every pitcher is Paul Skeens. I would mention Paul Skeens signed with the Pirates on a, I guess, $9.5 million bonus over slot. But you let me know what you think about this video. And of course, please subscribe to Prospect Hub. Thank you, and I'll see you later.